Okay, a golfer knocks her golf ball 200 meters along the fairway, but it bounces 20 meters off into the rough. Okay. And she is 30 meters from the straight line edge of the fairway. So let's say this is the edge. So let me color in green. So let's say this is the actual patch where this is the golf course. And from the edge, she is 30 meters from there. Okay, 30 meters. Okay, so, and then we hit the ball for 200, 200 meters. So this is 200. But then it bounces and it goes into, right, another 20 meters here this way. So this is 20 meters. Okay, if she can walk 5 kilometers per hour on the fairway and 4 kilometers per hour on the rough, at what point should she leave the fairway to reach the ball? So we're looking to minimize the time so that she can get to, right, to this ball as fast as possible, right? So we don't know if it should be there or like something like this, okay? We will try to minimize time. So let's just call this part here how long it takes to travel that distance T1, how long it takes to travel that distance T2. So T1 will be, I guess, if you call that also distance 1, D1 over, is it 5 kilometers per hour? So 5, and then T2, right? T2 will be distance 2, if you call that distance 2, over 4. Okay. Now, we don't know what that distance should be, so let's call that x. Okay, if that's x, distance 1, okay, that distance here, d1 squared plus 30 squared should equal to 30 squared plus x squared should equal to d1 squares. Okay, so d1 then is 900 plus x squared, and d2, if this is x, that right there then is 200 minus x. Okay, so the d2, which is this one here, is going to be similar using Pythagorean theorem, 20 squared plus 200 minus x squared. Now, because these lengths are given in, this is in kilometers per hour, I guess what we can do is either change this into meters or change this into kilometers. Okay. So let's actually change that into meters. So instead of 5 kilometers per hour, we can say it's 5,000, right? And 4,000 meters per hour. Okay, so the units are right now meters per hour, okay? All right, so now the overall distance as a function of time will be that. Okay, that's 400. All right, so now we want to differentiate this with respect to time. Let's actually call that S for position, S. So it's ds, I can write ds over dt. Okay, so you can just leave the 5,000 out at the front. Differentiate, you get 1 over half to the power of -2 and 2x. Same. You get 1 over half to the power of -half, 400 plus 200 minus x squared, chained by the derivative of that, which is 2. Right, and then times by another -1 there. Right, because the derivative of what's inside is -1. So that will cancel out. So we have x on top, 5,000 at the bottom, and then we have the square root of 900 plus x squared there. This will also cancel out, and this here is going to be x minus 200. Okay, and we have 4,000 there. And we can bring that to the bottom as square root of 400 plus 200 minus x all squared. Okay. Okay, so we want to set that equal to 0. Okay. Bring that to the other side, you get you get that. You can multiply both sides by 1,000 to get x over just 5. And then 4 here. Okay. And then I guess you can square both sides to get x squared over 25 900 plus x squared to get rid of the root expression. Square that, the negative will go away. Okay. Note that that and that is actually the same thing. So I'm going to change that to x minus 200. Right? If you have x minus 200, 200 minus x is just negative of that. So if you square it, you end up with the same thing. So if you cross multiply, you get 16x squared. And 25 900 plus x squared. Okay. I'm not going to expand it because I see something same here. Maybe if I just ignore the expansion of that and just expand that. So 16 times by 4 is 64, so 2. If I multiply these two with that, I get this. And then this with this is 25x squared and times by that. Okay. Well, we can subtract both sides by that. 25 minus 16 is 9, so 9x squared. On the other side, we have 6400x squared. Okay, maybe we'll bring this here. Oh no, let's not bring that over actually. Let's keep it there. Okay, because that's a common factor there. Right? So if you go to the top of the question, you can use a graphing device for this question. So, I mean, as I simplify, I realize it's gonna get really messy when I expand the squares. So that's probably why I said that. So if you have a graphing device, so if you just bring this over to the other side as a negative and set that equal to 0, graphed it on Desmos, and I got these two values, but my x, right, has to be between 0 and 200. So this has got to be our x. Okay, so she should walk diagonally across to a point where it's this distance is 174, approximately 174 meters. And then go diagonally across to where her golf ball is for fastest time in arrival to get her ball.